Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin is down 2.6% in the last 24 hours. That's 6% in the last 7 days. And I mentioned the other day that we were going to break below this bear flag. That's exactly what we did. As you can see here, we have broken below the bear flag on Bitcoin. And now we are going to continue downward. So we're going to talk about where I think this is going to go next. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. So first things first, we're going to go over the 4-hour chart. So I was talking about how we quite possibly could bounce off the bottom of this bear flag and come to this 50-day moving average, but we didn't quite go all the way up there. We actually got rejected before going there, and now we are breaking below that bear flag again. And we repeatedly have these bear flags inside of our bear market over and over and over again. So now we are seeing this last one here. And there actually may be another one later on. I don't want to say the last one, but right now, that's how it's looking. So we are going to continue to pull back here on Bitcoin with the bear flag. All right. So you can also look here. We're now also still building that divergence here. If you look here, this is bullish divergence. So we're still going to create our lower lows on our charts and our higher lows on our MACDs because it's still bullish divergence. So as you can see here, as the selling pressure is coming in, is creating lower lows. And you can look right here on the chart. That's exactly what's going on right now. So we could see an even harder pullback from here if we don't start recovering right now, and you'll start seeing that selling pressure, and then you will see those lower lows, and then we'll start seeing a little bit buying pressure coming in. So I believe if we do continue to pull back, we're going to end up seeing, like I said before, 50K. And I know it's still the same price target, still the same price range, still looking for that. We could see a temporary increase in price before then, but that's what we're looking at right now. If you look at the percent R trend exhaustion, it's pretty much at that oversold range. We see the blue line, which is the long-term trend, is actually starting to curve upwards here. So what I believe is going to happen is we're going to have a little bit of a recovery here, and then we're going to continue downwards for July. So expect a slight recovery and then a continued downturn, right? We might get trapped where you start to see, a temporary recovery and then continued downturn downwards. So that's what I think is about to happen here in a little bit. This is the 4-hour chart. On the daily chart, though, there's a very, very small amount of selling pressure, which is a little bit concerning. If you look right here, that's a very small amount of selling pressure. And now that's concerning for the bears, because if you look at what happened last time this happened on the MACD, we actually had an immediate recovery and buying pressure, and then we just pretty much just took off from there. And if you look at what happened there, we were at the bottom of the bear flag, and then we just kind of took off from there. So if the same thing happens again, hypothetically speaking, if it does happen again, and we just start seeing the buying pressure coming back in, well, then we are going to see this thing recovering slightly, just like how I mentioned before. Now, if we do not have that happen, then we're still going to have the same divergence. We still have the same bullish divergence, which is still going to be lower lows on the charts with the prices and higher lows on the MACD. So again, looking at the same bullish divergence, if we get more selling pressure, we should continue to create these lower lows. But if we recover from here, we will go continue upwards. But one thing I do want to mention is we already created a lower low here. So that's why I said this is a very small amount of selling pressure. There's a possibility that we could see a slight recovery, and we could see this thing trying to push up to like 62K before it continues, right? So we could see something like that happen again. But if you look at this candlestick on the daily chart, this definitely looks like it wants to sell off right here, right? The bulls, they're keeping it up, but it does look like it wants to sell off there. But the way we are looking on the percent R trend exhaustion, it's almost like it's about to hit that is at that oversold range, but we need to see whether or not it's about to have a reversal upwards right here. So that's what it's doing right now. So we just have to be patient and react, right? And this is something that I was talking about in my course. If you guys want to check out the course, the link is in the description for that. It's not even just a course, it's also a trading group. It's only $98 a month, so you guys could check that out. But inside of this group, I was talking about, inside of the course that's in the group, I was talking about how when you're trading, you don't want to try to predict what's happening next in the market. You just want to react, right? If we start dumping here, then you react and you do shorts, right? If we start pumping, then you react and you don't do longs because we're in a bear market. And I actually explained that in full on my on the course and in the group. So go ahead and check that out. Link in the description for the crypto and options edge group. But moving on from that, the weekly chart is still looking pretty bearish. This is still bearish divergence right here on our bullish divergence here on the weekly chart. So when you look at it from the perspective of the weekly chart, we can definitely have some more selling pressure, and it's still bullish divergence. So we're still going to see those lower lows happening on the chart because our MACD is printing out higher lows, and we are still going to see those lower lows on the chart. So this is a good sign that we're probably going to continue to pull back. Even if we have a slight recovery, we're probably still going to pull back to like 50K. Even if you look over here on the percent R trend exhaustion on the MACD, or on the percent R trend exhaustion on the weekly chart, you're seeing that we are actually hitting this oversold range. And again, if we had a slight tick up, I believe we'll continue down from there still. All right. So it's all about patience at this point. You just want to react to what the market is doing and what the market is telling you. And you really don't want to try to predict it. And another thing, we haven't even hit our Fibonacci support at 50K. And typically we don't stop in the middle of our Fibonacci here. Typically we go all the way down to our support. So we still have a good little ways down to hit the support on the Fibonacci's there. So that's what I would pay attention to. And then even more so, when you pull up the monthly chart, this is one of the biggest telling charts here. Let's go ahead and take off everything. If you look right here, this red candlestick is actually starting to form a big red candlestick. We're probably going to end up seeing a big red candlestick forming here at this small area just because of how it's forming right below that 50-day moving average. Since we broke below it and we closed the monthly chart below the 50-day moving average. Let me say that again. We closed the monthly chart below the 50-day moving average. And since we did that, there's a very good chance that we're going to continue downwards because we did that. And then if you look down here, that support at the 50K range, right here where we were back inside of August of 2024, that is going to be the level we're watching out for, which is 50K. And you're still seeing here on the percent R trend exhaustion for the monthly chart, we're still pulling back. You're still seeing on the MACD for the monthly chart, massive selling pressure right here, massive selling pressure. So we have more selling pressure to go. And I've been, screaming that everything's a bull trap the whole time because it is. And I believe we're going to continue to pull back in the market until the end of the year. That's exactly what's been going on. So again, check out the link in the description for the Crypto and Options Edge group. I have a whole course on there, and I'm actually putting out lessons every day on there. So go ahead and check that out. So far, we got 2 lessons out on there, and I'm just going to keep putting lessons out every single day. There's 4 sections, and I'm putting 8 lessons inside of each section. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now let's go over what some people are talking about with Bitcoin. We need to talk about the user sentiment for Bitcoin. And as you can see here, this guy LP, he says, on the 90-day liquidation map, a $10,000 plus move from current price would trigger either $2 billion in long liquidations or $6.71 billion in short liquidations. And here's the thing. The market makers, the whales, the billionaires, the people with the money, what do you think? Who do you think they want to liquidate? Do you think they want to liquidate the bulls who only have $2 billion in long liquidations? Or do you think they want to liquidate the bears who have or 6.71 billion in short liquidations, right? So this is pretty much what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be seeing people getting liquidated, a lot of people getting liquidated, right? And it says over here, with more than 3x as much short liquidity stacked above price, positioning is heavily skewed for further downside. Bears are getting louder, targeting lower levels, and they're trying to liquidate the bulls. That's exactly what's going on right now. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this, but yeah, a lot of selling pressure has been going on. And this other person, Papiso, or whatever you want to say his name is, he said Bitcoin is literally copying and pasting 2022 setup. So this is actually correct. If you look at this right here is a falling wedge. Falling wedges are bearish patterns, right? Or bullish patterns, falling wedges. So as we go down through the falling wedge, when we get down to the bottom of it, we usually take off because, it's a bullish pattern. So when we get down to the bottom of it, we'll end up taking off. And you look at where we're at now, and compared to 2022, This guy is saying that we should get all the way down to about 48K, 49K, give or take, and then we should recover from there. And this is exactly what I've been saying. I've been saying 50K, and then I've also, kind of been covering my tracks saying possibly 30K to 40K if we had a major bear market, right? But right now the base case is going to be 50K because of that support that I mentioned here. We had very, very, very strong support when Bitcoin was consolidating in 2024 in the bull flag. And again, bull flags are bullish patterns. And when Bitcoin was consolidating in that bull flag, it stayed there for a very long time. It was there from March of 2024 all the way to October of 2024. So that's an extremely long time for Bitcoin to be inside of a bull flag, right? So just keep that in mind. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got for you guys today. I'm going to keep you updated. Just wanted to make this quick video for you guys. I'm updating the group more than I'm making videos. I don't have enough time to continue to make these videos. I'm telling you guys, I literally make $1 to $2 per video, right? That's why I'm really skewing towards doing my group, because I'm doing the group, and within the group there's a course, there's a whole group chat. It's much more better for you guys to support me inside of this group. It's $98 a month. So I would go ahead and check out that group because I'm updating it all day. I'm doing other stuff during the day, but while I'm doing other stuff during the day, I'm opening my phone and I'm updating the group. But I can't make videos and I can't do that during the day. I can literally only do it during the group because I'm out and about and doing a lot of different stuff. So I can open my phone and I can update you guys in the group from wherever I am in the world, right? So go ahead and check that out. It's $98 a month. It'd be greatly appreciated if you guys supported the channel. Big shout out to all the members of the channel. And again, for the members of the channel, go ahead and get your request out because I have some time to make some videos right now. So go ahead and get your request out. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next if you're a member of the channel. If you're not a member of the channel, you're just going to have to wait and be patient until I have time to make the video. But if you're a member of the channel, go ahead and make those requests. It doesn't matter if you want to make one or two. I'm going to get those videos out for you because you're a member and you're supporting the channel. So big shout out to the members of the channel. Big shout out to the members of the group. Big shout out to everybody. And again, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, I'll be back with another video.